All right, I think it's time. I think it's time. What do you think about that? Should we do it? Oh, oh my goodness. What is happening? Holy moly. It doesn't even matter what time, what day it is. The number that we are looking at, how is everybody doing? This is a special edition, and this is an airdrop edition. Why am I doing this? I'll tell you exactly why I'm doing this. Because there is money to be made in this space, and it costs nothing. When I'm talking about money, I'm talking about 6, 7 figures. Not 7 figures now. Yes, 7 figures. Somebody made 7 figures operating in this ecosystem just for participating and being early. Are you early? No. Am I early? No. Do we still have time? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So currently there are 23 days left to embark upon this escapade. And I am embarking today. I started doing this, about 2 hours ago. And I am going to bring you up to speed with what I am talking about. And my favorite thing, we're looking at the mempool. Look at the blocks being built. Bitcoin right now, $69,269. Anytime anything is 69, you have to love it. There is no, I don't care if it's up or down, 69,000 anything is okay with me. It's A-OK. Okay, so why are we doing this space? What is going on? What am I talking about? This is what I am talking about. PACMOON.io, okay? The community coin of Blast. Join the pack. Catchy, right? Pac-Man, catchy. It's memeable. Okay, this shit is blowing up. Somebody has already made somebody is a PACMOON millionaire, and she did it by tweeting and being early to this paradigm. So, Airdrop 1 is passed. Airdrop 2 has passed. Airdrop 3 is coming up. Are you too late? No. That's why I'm doing the video. Because you're not too late. Am I too late? No, that's why I did it today. I'm imploring you to do this today, tomorrow. Do this now because it will turn out to money. What am I talking about? Okay, so PACMOON is a community-driven coin and social movement, and it is operated on the Blast L2 blockchain. It is offering a fresh perspective on Ethereum. A lot of the Ethereum volume that we have seen is on this Blast L2 network. Now listen, the focus is reward user engagement, AKA you have to do shit. You have to do shit. And what does that mean? It's easy. PACMOON incentivizes content creation and participation within its ecosystem through PAC rewards. This is a token, which I just purchased some today. I didn't purchase a lot because I have very little money. And I am trying to figure out how to make money with very little money. And I am trying to show you what I am doing. So, creators of all kinds can earn PAC by generating PACMOON-related content. They are trying to foster a diverse community inclusive of meme lords, artists, traders, musicians, and writers. This is where you have the opportunity to get creative. Now, before I get into you being creative, I want to talk about the you that is not creative, that has no artistic streak, that still wants to participate. When you go to PACMOON.io, there is an area where you can download a media kit, and it is filled with GIFs, stickers, JPEGs, PNGs, all kinds of shit, and you just tweet the shit. You tag PACMOON and you win. What's awesome about the content is it's already funny. You just put your name on it and add PACMOON, and you are winning. People are going to retweet it. They are going to see it. It is engaging content. They have set the bar very high. You are already winning just by participating. Now, let's get into some more of this. So the tokenomics of PACMOON include community airdrops, reward programs, treasury allocation, and contribution shares, as well as liquidity provisions. Notably, PAC is distributed fairly to all Blast community members without insider allocations, period. There are no taxes, ensuring equitable participation. Join PACMOON to be part of this innovative, community-driven initiative. What do I do next? I'm here to tell you. Visit PACMOON.io. I have it up on the screen right now. Gain insight into the project's objective. This is your chance to DYOR. Just look around, look under the hood, see what there is to see. Next, engage with the community. How do you do that? You follow PACMOON on Twitter and you begin tweeting and tagging PACMOON. This is where the content that they've created comes in. You supply content they created and it just comes from your account. Tell your friends, hey, please retweet this. Let's send this to the moon. These interactions equate to you earning tokens. It is literally that easy. Now, excuse me, the activities that you are doing, right? You are communicating, you're contributing to this greater ecosystem, to this greater community. And it's brilliant. So not only are you doing this stuff on Twitter, but there is a whole nother ecosystem to double and triple your opportunity for rewards. These ecosystems, think of it as like a new Discord meets Twitter, and it's on the Blast L2 blockchain. So it is decentralized. It's something different. It's something new. And I talked about this in my podcast earlier today. You are the guinea pig. They are working out the kinks with your input, your usership, your membership. Get paid for being a member. These numbers are staggering. If you could make 6 figures in the next 23 days by applying yourself to this list of simple things to do, are you winning? Even if it's 5 figures. If you could make $15,000 in the next 23 days by tweeting, would you do it? I'm giving you a roadmap to do it, so let's see what happens. I'm starting with nothing. So I am going to document what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, how I'm going to get there, and I have no idea what my hopes are. It's just fun to tweet stupid shit, and I like Pac-Man. So we're going to see where this goes. Now, listen, what's also interesting is once you join the Telegram and you join this platform called District 1, which we're going to get into momentarily, they also have this interesting stuff where they create a message and they drop a message and it disappears every 24 hours. And in this message are riddles and clues and ways for you to double, triple, and whatever, maximize your airdrop possibilities. The ecosystem that they have is so thorough and thought out. And what is interesting, when I decided to tune in today, this is not an ecosystem that's dead. And I'm not saying Farcaster's dead. There's like 6 people there. It's not dead. When you go to District 1, I mean, it is brimming with activity. Like, it's like the busiest Discord you've ever seen. Is that a difference? I don't know. We're just seeing a lot of different players spawn into their ideas of where they think the blockchain and social media should exist. This is one of them. I implore you to please check this shit out. I'm not doing this video for my health, and I'm not doing it for, I'm doing it for free. I'm doing it because I want to participate in this ecosystem. I want to show you how to do it. If you can make money and I can make money for free, we are winning together. Now, all this sounds like a lot of shit to do, right? We have PACMOON. It is a cryptocurrency on the Blast L2 network. It's indicated by Blast Airdrop and Blast Points. It launched an Access Airdrop event where users can earn PAC points for social media activity. We talked about that activity. It's tweeting and sending a hello back to PACMOON. Now listen, so points are eventually going to be exchanged for these PAC tokens at the end of each season. One of these seasons ends in 23 days. I am going to take a sip of beer to wet the whistle. District 1. Okay, so once you go to PACMOON.io. The idea is you want to get some of this PAC token. And I'm going to explain to you how I did it. And it wasn't super easy, okay? This is part of the friction that you are being rewarded for. You are putting up with some of this red tape, some of this, fuck, I don't know if I should click this. What am I doing here? That's what you're getting paid for, because they're watching these interactions on the back end. And how you maneuver through this, the flow, these numbers add up and they become analytical data that they make decisions from. And you are a part of the decision-making process. You are a part of how the next generation of people are going to adapt to these technologies. So get in there, get your feet wet, get dirty. Put $50 in Ethereum on Base in your wallet and go have some fun. That's it. That is all you have to do. And we're going to get into how to do that and what that means. But so we have PACMOON, right? You get involved with that, go check it out, DYOR. The idea is to get some PACMOON token. Then you are going to go over to District 1. Now, this is this thriving ecosystem. It is a platform, again, within the Blast ecosystem. It's mentioned alongside other Blast dApps like Blade Swap and YOLO Games. So all these are operating on the Blast ecosystem. This eventually may have its own token, the OLE token. And like, this shit all sounds crazy, I know. So all of this stuff, like just going over there and fucking around, you're going to get airdropped. And all I know is that some of this stuff works, some of it doesn't, but participation equals reward. And if in 23 days that reward equates to money in your account, you are winning, okay? This is cutting edge stuff. It is interesting. These are new paradigms. This is new mediums. These are new metrics. None of this has been done before. It is uncharted territory. Know that when you're getting into it. But what I will say is this, is when I went over to District 1, it reminded me of going to Discord for the first time, where you are just like, holy shit, what are all of these buttons? What is a nitro? I don't understand. Why are you trying to get my seed phrase? All of the things that happen in Discord, right? You go to District 1 and it is this thriving ecosystem bustling with activity. And I was like, yo, I am, you know, I said, I'm going to make a video. I'm trying to put out some content so people understand how to get involved with this. And I'm proficient in doing a lot of this stuff. I got to a point where it was not super easy for me to find an effective way to buy the PACMOON token. Now, yes, you can bridge it and swap it and do all these things, but those bridges and swaps require added money. So sometimes if you have the ability to purchase from a cash standpoint directly to the token you want through some sort of DEX, decentralized exchange, you win. And it took me a moment. This stuff was not evident to me. These rules are not out there. So this is part of the friction that you go through trying to figure this stuff out. This is why the rewards are in place, because they understand it's not easy. And if you are one of the brave who decides to go through the pylons to get to the finish line, you win. And there's a first place and a last place, and I'm not concerned with that. It's the participation, and you will be rewarded. So let's get back to this. District 1, it's this ecosystem, it's thriving. And I was a bit overwhelmed at first, but I went into the chat. I said, hey, this is what I'm doing. I need some help. 2 minutes later, boom, this is where you need to go. This is how you settle that problem. And I did. And we're going to get into what that problem was, how I settled it, where I went, and what I did when I came back. Next up, not only is this District 1 that is also on the Blast 2 Layer 2 network, right? The idea is everybody's incentivizing maneuvering around on this ecosystem, and there's no gas fees, right? It's amazing. You're doing stuff on ETH with no gas fees. So this in itself is absurd and unheard of, and unheard of. So it is really fun to. It's like you're doing shit on Solana, but you're not with the pores. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So over in this ecosystem, people are super nice. So there are access codes over there. And I am going to drop a code for you guys that you may need this. Just write this down. I'm not going to print this. It's not going to be in any material other than this Audible portion. The access code NZUEEB. That is not my code. That is a code that possibly might get you in a door. Write that down. That is on all uppercases. That may be necessary. Just put that down in your little notebook of things that you're going to do. You need to get some PACMOON. You need this key may come. You may not get to that point in the journey, but if you do, just write down NZUEEB, and that's it. And you are going to want to follow District 1 on Twitter to participate in all this. And in this District 1, not only do they have chats, live sessions similar to Spaces on Twitter, they have different games. By participating in these games, you also become eligible for additional token airdrops. So it's almost like spend a couple hours, go fuck around in this ecosystem, check out the different channels. Each channel is going to have its own corresponding airdrop, AKA each channel is giving out fucking free money. Just go fuck around. And what's nice, the people when you get there are super instrumental in bringing you and helping you on board. So just keep that in mind. It's a nice place to go, and it's a nice place to be. Now, the Blast L2 network. It is a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, and it is aiming for faster and cheaper transactions. It offers Blast points for all interactions, and if you do a shit ton of them, you could get to Blast Gold as a reward for interacting with different dApps in this ecosystem. So, not only does District 1 offer these individual dApps that you can interact with to get their own tokens, you have the broader ecosystem. All this is running on Blast, and for your contribution and participating, the greater Blast ecosystem will be rewarding you. So this is like, just go spend a couple hours and you could be looking at 5 different upcoming airdrops in the next couple weeks, which could turn into something special. So I am bringing this up because you are not too late. Today is not too late. 3 weeks is not too late. 3 weeks means that if you decide to do this, you are going to apply yourself. And 3 weeks, put in the work, right? Put in the numbers, put in the tweets, do the steps that are necessary, cross them off every day. And trust me, in 3 weeks, you will be a fucking winner. And if I can help you do that and I can do that, I'm going to be fucking super pumped. Okay, so dApps like PACMOON, District 1, Blade Swap, YOLO Games, all of these offer individual ways to interact with this ecosystem. They all register on the broader ecosystem of Blast. They all have token allocations coming for free. Pow! Okay, in summary, PACMOON and District 1 are separate projects. They are both on the Blast L2 ecosystem. Both offer airdrop opportunities for users who interact within the platforms. Blast acts as the underlying network facilitating these airdrops and rewarding users' activity. Okay? Now, let's get into, I'm going to even back up more, and we're going to double dive, and we are going to go back to the PACMOON right here, which is what you have been looking at, hopefully. Okay, so this is the PACMOON website. Now, if we go join the pack, so I am going to click connect wallet. I'm not going to do this. Anyway, I'm just for security. I'm not going to go through this stuff. But basically, you go here. If you have not participated in the ecosystem, don't bother checking to see if you got a fucking airdrop, bozo, because you didn't. Okay. But if we go to airdrop 3, this is what we're talking about. Create content about PACMOON. More views equals more PAC. Leaderboard is updated in 30-minute increments. Learn how airdrop 3 works. You can search by the handle. See who is participating. So we can see whale.swoosh is currently in 2nd place with one tweet, but his content is so good that one tweet has had 113,000 views. That is giving him 117,000 of these tokens at the moment. This allocation is just getting started. We have 23 days to go. So what I am saying is this guide that I'm going to give you tells you absolutely everything that you need to do to get involved in this. We missed airdrop 1, we missed airdrop 2, airdrop 3, let's conquer it together, okay? Here we go. We have 23 days to go. Understanding airdrop 3 requirements. Purchase pack and vault your pack in a Wasabi vault, okay? Super easy. No, it's not. It's not easy at all. Where the fuck do you get pack token? Okay, it is not easy. My initial response was, well, I'm going to turn some ETH into the base layer. I'm going to get some ETH on base, and I'm going to go swap this. I'm going to follow what they proposed for me to do, and it was not easy. The solution that I was able to find through operating some on District 1 is something called app.thruster.finance. It was my first time on the platform, but this offered a way to easily purchase the PACMOON token. So that is where I went, and I exchanged Ethereum for this PACMOON token. It was placed in my wallet. Then I went to, you have to vault your pack in a Wasabi vault. So what does that mean? And before we even get to the Wasabi vault, I'm just going to stop by and show you the PACMOON website. So I'm just double checking. So you guys should be able to see the PACMOON website. So this is an example of some of their content that they give away for free. They want you to repost this stuff. You can download the GIFs, the stickers, all this shit, and it's engaging content. It will help your follower count go up if that is what you are looking to do, just by engaging. So PACMOON, this is the website. I want you guys to see it. I want you guys to see the metrics currently. So there are 211,000 followers currently on this date. We will see how this changes. Let's say in the next 23 days when this airdrop comes and we have another round of PACMOON millionaires, right? Are we going to see this number up to 1 million followers? I am pretty confident that we will. Their content is hilarious. It makes it super easy. So I just want you guys to know about that. And as we are thinking about this, just as why the fuck do I want to do this? Well, one, they're giving away this token for free. Two, I have the 30-day chart pulled up right now, and you can see this chart has just absolutely ripped, okay? So it's down on the last, 24 hours, but this chart is literally ripping, and it is just starting. So if you can do tweets, if you can retweet stuff that they give you to tweet, put your name on it, tag them, and have them give you a coin with a chart that looks like this, how are you not winning? So now we're going to get into how we get into some of the other aspects of this stuff, because it is a little confusing, and I understand it's confusing, especially if you're new. So District 1 IO, this is again on the Blast ecosystem. This is where you kind of go to interact. This is where PACMOON is. And this is kind of what they have going on. So I was able to go in here. I was able to say, hey, I want to figure out where to buy this token. This is where I found out how to do it. And as you can see, the chat is well established. There's a shit ton of people in here. There's activity. There's people talking about what's going on. When you are in this District 1 ecosystem, what's also brilliant, if you go up to the top and look at spaces, okay, so these are live spaces. These are different spaces. A lot of these people are fluent on Twitter, so all of this interaction also happens with Twitter. We have Sprint. This is an unlisted space, and these vie for elevation through different performance metrics. You're going to have to do your own research here. I'm just kind of scratching the surface on this ecosystem for you guys to have a look real quick. Prime, Today's voting, this is a voting for, again, you are going to have to DYOR. This is link up. This is where you can give referral codes. I've never given out a referral code, nor do I kind of operate like that, but I would like to. But the idea is that if that is how you would like to operate, you can go here, and by interacting, you can create your own referral code, and you can incorporate that into your outgoing tweets, which I do not do, but it is another way to do it. And if you're doing that, so LinkUp is another ecosystem. It has its own token. By doing this LinkUp thing, you are going to get a soul token. So all of this shit is so fucking, it's heavy duty. It's heavy duty. Okay, so now I want to go to, okay, so Wasabi. So this is the Wasabi protocol. So now I went to the first protocol and I purchased the PACMOON token, right? And once I had the token, the idea is, so this is the PACMOON token. And the idea is that once you have this token, you know what? And this stuff does seem confusing, but once you have this token, you are going to deposit it into their ecosystem, and you are going to basically stake it. You're going to let them hold it, and they're going to give you a return token. Now, this token has value to do other things, and it's like staking and restaking, and I am not going to get into that on this episode, but now I have a new token that I can go use that liquidity and do something else with. So the idea is to continue to use tokens to interact with other tokens, just to create movement in these ecosystems so they can understand how things work. The more movement they have, the better their analytics will be, the quicker this stuff gets developed and built, and the better the experience becomes for the new people. This information that they're getting is extremely valuable. That is why they're allocating token airdrops to you guys for participating. So don't look at it like, hey, I'm getting free money. This is like, this is, you know, like watching commercials on TV. You can watch the commercials, or you can pay a subscription fee and have no commercials, right? You are the guinea pig. They're paying you. Hey, you are technically savvy already. Help us figure this shit out. We need to stress test this. Help us do that. That is the role that you are playing, and they're going to pay you for it, and I implore you to get involved with it. Okay, so, and you know what? I do not want to, you know what? I'm going to go back. Let's look at the 6-month PACMOON token, because, you know, it's not even that old. So I'm going to go to the 3-month. Can we see the 3-month? The 1 month. Okay, so I just don't like to leave it on a chart that is down for the 24 hours, just because if the chart's red, it's like, why would I participate in this? So we're not going to look at that chart. So Wasabi, basically you go there, and what you want to do is you vault your pack. So you buy pack on thruster.finance, then you go to Wasabi protocol. You're going to take that pack you just bought, and you're going to put it in the bank. You're going to put it in your Wasabi bank. That, again, is going to generate more tokens from another protocol that are going to be worth money in the future. The shit is so crazy how it works. I don't even understand how it works. I just know that if you do these things, the return is money in your pocket. And it's that easy, like I'm telling you. So you're going to put these pack tokens in your Wasabi vault. This significantly also boosts your Airdrop 3 rewards for the PACMOON token. So because you took your PACMOON token and used it to interact with Wasabi, now it's might even 3x all the tweets you do on Twitter for PACMOON. So do you understand like how this is starting to work? Like they're working with each other to create a flow of people through this ecosystem to watch how it works. Be part of that flow. It's like you're being a beta tester, but it's so much better than beta testing because you're getting paid for your interaction. They are about to bring in quadrillions of dollars, and they want to give you some of it today. That's the long and short of it. You are working for your money, but it is good work. It's a lot better than slinging French fries. Okay, so now join again and all this stuff. So do the app, blah, blah, blah. What are we getting to? So not only are we talking about doubling up your rewards for tweets, right? There's something called Blast Gold, and I don't know how it works yet. We're just scratching the surface, right? But there's something called Blast Gold, and it is an elevation level that you are going to get as you interact in this ecosystem. By getting into Blast Gold level, it opens up the door for this OLE token. Again, all potentially increasing your Airdrop 3 allocation score as well. So while this stuff sounds crazy, the steps are not that crazy. And what I will do tomorrow, if you're listening to this, I am going to post my walkthrough of this on my Substack. And you know what? Because I put out so much content and you guys are, you're very nice, but everybody absorbs content. For this walkthrough, you can listen to the audio. If you want the written down walkthrough, it is going to be part of my paid subscription on my Substack. I have a free Substack that goes out 7 days a week, usually by 8 a.m. I also have some paid content for subscribers who like to support my efforts, and there are a few of them, and I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, but there are not enough of them. Not enough of them for me not to look for sponsors and commercial people to help me out. So if we want to keep the content just the way it is, that's how we do it. You can also order some t-shirts. There's all kinds of shit. Go to chrisberlin.com, find a t-shirt you like, do whatever you do. Okay, so maximizing these rewards are big. So being able to interact with somebody on Twitter Spaces for the last couple months and see them not do anything out of the ordinary. Everybody's kind of promoting something, right? There's all of these different initiatives, these tokens, they all have participation requirements where people are required to tweet it out to get the word out. So nothing has been abnormal, but to look back and think, wow, she earned $1.3 million in the last 2 months for doing something that wasn't extraordinary, something that wasn't huge, something that didn't require a lot of effort. It just requires participation. So follow the Substack to get it in writing, either that or just follow along with this ride along. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it a ride along. So it all comes down to getting involved, and you want to spread the PACMOON love, and you do it on Twitter. Basically, now we get into the creative aspect. If you want to create good content, shit that is going to bomb, fucking light, melt faces on the timeline, this is your opportunity to do it and just make it PACMOON friendly. They will retweet it if they like it. Also sending your shit into the stratosphere. So it offers an opportunity for you to bring your creative game to a head. If you are bringing good content, show it off. Use PACMOON to do it if they like it. Trust me, to get a retweet from an account that has 211,000 followers, if you are doing good content, wow, what a great way to get noticed. So these are other incentives other than making 5 or 6 figures doing this shit. Like, what do I need to do to get you off your fucking lazy boy chair to stop drinking beer and do some shit? Just drinking beer. I might even have to stop this podcast and go get a beer, because we are getting down to Airdrop 3. So you know what? I'm not going to get. I might continue this later. We might do live session number 2. But basically, what I'm getting down to is that you know what you need to do to participate, right? PACMOON.io, DYOR. Buy some PACMOON token. We know where to do it. I told you. Go deposit it. Wasabi. You know where to do it. Then go tweet a bunch of shit. 4 things. You do it today, right? If you follow these steps, you could have this done in 45 minutes. Then you go to bed. Monday, you are ready to just assault the world with PACMOON friendliness and just start tweeting out some shit, right? Next up, you start doing that, and we begin monitoring airdrop stuff. If you're on the Telegram, you get in the Telegram and you watch for them to drop these 24-hour messages that say, yo, hey, ride a unicycle with your hat on backwards and yell PACMOON and film yourself, and you will get a 4X on all of your drops. Like whatever it is, they're going to pop out these messages. They're fun. They're engaging. It's another good way to get involved with this community. And it's a way to make money without having to flip burgers, okay? Also, you can follow Substack because I will be updating my journey on this. And especially follow this if you're deciding, nah, I don't feel like doing that. Like I'm too busy. So I'm busy, but I had 40, well, it took me longer. I spent all day doing this shit. So you can do it in 45 minutes. I am literally telling you, you can do this in 45 minutes if you follow my playbook. And then you are set. Then tomorrow, we're at the same spot. I wasted all day doing this shit. You can do it in 45 minutes. We're both going to go to bed tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to wake up and start tweeting PACMOON, yay. Okay? You do the same shit. We are on the same page. We have 23 days to tweet out a shitstorm of PACMOON shit to win. We also go to District 1, do some shit, meet some new people, see what the fuck they're doing, learn about this Blast 2 network. The other neat thing is that when you're interacting with the shit, you are going to be on the Blast ecosystem. There's a bunch of shit coins to trade. Gas-free. Gas-free. It's cheaper than Solana. Did you know that? Okay, next up. Once you have completed the requirements, sit back and fucking relax. Await the Airdrop 3 distribution. Stay updated through PACMOON channels for announcements or Rarebit Substack. You can find that at beatbroker.substack.com. That is what we got. Next, I'm going to do a deep dive on District 1. And you know what? Even before I wrap up, because I already gave a little blurb about this, I'm going to go over this little opening sentence for District 1 because it's kind of it's the segue to the next segment. So there is this multifaceted ecosystem. They call it District 1, aka D1. You will discover a dynamic landscape comprising of various interconnected ecosystem, each offering unique opportunities for engagement, investment, and growth. Whether you are exploring strategic challenges of LinkUp, immersing yourself in the fast-paced action of Rally, or investigating in the success of your favorite spaces through Spaces Share, District 1 provides a rich tapestry of experiences tailored to your interests and goals. I already said it is like Discord on steroids. I will be exploring the journey of innovation, collaboration, and community building with the diverse and thriving ecosystem of District 1 as I document what is going on, how I went from whatever, having absolutely nothing. I'm going from being scammed out of my assets to starting from zero. And I wanted to find the best, how can I find a way to make money without spending money? And this is what I came up with. I am going to share my journey with you. We have 23 days. Let's see what happens. District 1 is going to be a part of it. Hopefully, we are going to have the opportunity to pack our money bags, and hopefully you can do it with me. You guys, that is what I got at the moment. And I just want to say this, is that, oh, where is it? That the crypto rabbit hole runs super deep. This stuff is overwhelming. Oftentimes, even purchasing Bitcoin is overwhelming. Sometimes it's overwhelming for people I know in the ecosystem to purchase Dogecoin because it's on the BNB chain. All of this stuff is not simple. All of this stuff is not rudimentary. We understand that. We get that. We're working on the UX, the UI. We're working on making things better and brighter, not for you, but for the next generation of people that take on this ecosystem. We are working out the kinks. Be a part of working out the kinks. There are ways to be in this ecosystem safely where you're not going to risk losing. You can only win. I am looking at ways to bring money in without risking losing anything. Come on my journey. I hope you guys can join me. That is what I got for you today. Remember, the rabbit hole runs deep. Still craving crypto clarity? Please subscribe to my Substack. It comes out every single morning, usually by 8 a.m. Check out Rare Bits Live on YouTube. That is what you are probably doing now. And remember, rare bits may cause hodling.